The focus of our work is on sexual exploitation, which we define as a sexual violation of a person's dignity, equality, and physical or mental integrity as a practice by which some people, primarily men, achieve power and domination over others, primarily women and children, for the purpose of sexual gratification, financial gain, and/or achievement.
The upper hand. Little does she know you're never coming back. She put you in her brother's hands only for him to formulate another plan. He's the fucking cause of your appalling state this summer. Fancy that you came to London to get pimped by your uncle.
And she's just under the upper hand.
Sing it, iTunes.
A rose man for a couple grams. She don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in a pipe she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man.
Put your hands in the air.
It's too cold outside.
Everyone put their hands in the air.
Angels to fly.
Wave.
Now an angel die, covered in white, with closed eyes and hoping for a better life. This time.
Desperation.
I think of women who don't know where else to turn when they need to make a living.
People selling themselves out to something that they probably shouldn't be doing.
Typically you think of a girl in an alleyway, on a street corner,
like
something like that in an urban or city setting.
As a nurse, I guess disease.
So it says here your name's Tiffany Quellas, you're 19 from Baltimore. That's what it says. Have you ever been raped before?
Yeah.
Was it by your pimp or your clients?
Both.
Have you ever taken illegal substances?
Yes.
And who gives them to you?
My pimp.
Do you ever get them from clients?
Sometimes.
I mean, they're lost girls. They're standing around bus stops, hanging around shelters, and they're advertised online. At Motel 8 or the Marriott, or you can find them at McDonald's. According to the FBI, there are currently an estimated 293,000 American children at risk of being exploited or trafficked for prostitution. In many respects, the girls' trade has replaced the drug trade. Drug routes
are impacted and affected by this.
How many prostitutes are out there? The estimate is 100,000. But she says it's impossible to count them all, though everyone knows the number is staggering.
You could go to Craigslist, which has now become one of the major destinations for men looking to buy sex. You could open your yellow pages and see just pages and pages of ads for escort agencies and massage parlors.
For prostitution-related crimes, arrest figures range over 100,000 a year.
So, when was your last medical examination?
I had never gotten a medical examination or whatever.
So, no. So, how often would you say you use protection or contraceptives?
Like, never. It's really hard to get those guys to wear, condoms and shit.
Well, what about birth control? Are you on the pill?
Where do you think I get the money for that? Like, half my earnings, I give it to my pay.
It's important to know when her last examination was because AIDS and STDs present a major risk for prostitutes. AIDS could be a life-threatening disease if left untreated, and STDs could be debilitating for her.
Only 1 out of 78 call girls and high-priced prostitutes were infected with AIDS, while streetwalkers have infection rates of 9 to 21%.
So as a prostitute, do you find that you're being beaten a lot by your brothel or your pimp?
I didn't know, in the beginning, my pimp told me that she was gonna, take care of me and, treat me well and stuff. This is a place to live, to be, get money and, live your life. And then, like, all of a sudden, she started beating me if I wasn't, like, sleeping with people that she wanted me to. Like, she made me go, like, do drugs and stuff. Like, she was just like, I didn't realize that I would need protection from her, you know? It's just like...
And, like, in order to cope with it, would you take drugs?
I mean, she got me hooked on drugs when I was, like, 13 years old. It's not even a coping thing now. It's just like, I'm addicted. I need them.
I need to know about her history of prostitution and how she got into it, because there are many ways that she could have gotten into the industry. She could have been sexually abused into it, trafficked, or it could have been voluntary. Her case of abuse is not uncommon. Up to 70% of adults in the sex industry were abused as children, and by age 16 they were into prostitution.
Little lady, you're trembling with fear. Your skinny frame kinda resembles a deer. You're sitting facing a detective, oh dear. The meddling nurse couldn't just leave it. She's only gonna made it much worse, calling police in. She'll never know the gravity of the damage she's caused. You're causing scandal, going mad in the ward now. The cop is trying to calm you, telling you he won't let no one harm you. The same question he keeps trying to ask you, who you working for? He's talking to you like you're worth more than a dirty whore. You're having a conversation you could be murdered for. You're learning more about exactly why you need to help. Bring him or her to court. He's kicking knowledge you ain't ever heard before. Just before he leaves, he reassures you that he knows that it's hard. He underlines a mobile number you can phone on his card, begs you to use it. It's useless if you're gonna be stupid, cause an answer hasn't come from your bruised lips. You're on your own. You've gotta go and give your pimp what you owe. You reach your door and then it dawns that you've been followed home. Before you turn around, you feel a cold blade.